Hi, I'm Louise Brakey from Brakey & Co. Recently I've noticed that when I'm out and about in valuations or chatting to clients in general, a lot of sellers are feeling as if their property is sticking, and many are asking me if houses are actually still selling. The market is changing, but houses are still selling, and although the selling process can be a stressful one, just don't give up. If you feel that your house is stuck a little, then listen to the rest of this video for some helpful tips on how to get your house moving and get it sold. So the first thing I would mention is the asking price. Now, sadly, some agents who are financially rewarded for the number of houses they put on the market rather than the number of houses that they sell can inflate their valuation in a bid to get your business. Now, this can result in a high asking price that puts people off. Very few people in this type of a market will put in a cheeky offer on a house that if they believe it's overpriced. So take a look at similar properties, size, location, condition, etc. Then have a look at those houses and how long have they been sitting on the market, and also have a look at the ones that have sold and how much did they sell for. This simple research can actually give you a good indication of whether or not your house is too high. Now, the first 2 to 4 weeks are where you'll get the most exposure for your home, so it's really important to get the price right. Next, I would say prepare your home for viewings. So make sure that the property is decluttered and make sure it's nice and clean for the viewings to come through. Consider staging the rooms perhaps. So maybe put some fresh flowers around, or lay the table for a meal, or perhaps put a couple of wine glasses and a bottle of wine. Sometimes a good idea would be to create some sort of an office space, just because a lot of people work from home now and it'll give them a good idea as to what they could do. Next, I would say ask for feedback. Viewings can provide valuable insight into why a property isn't selling. Consider what they're saying with this feedback. For example, are people being put off by a messy garden perhaps? If that is the case, then it is worth spending a little money just to give it a good tidy. If they say it's too small, then what they could mean is that it's actually too expensive and that they can get more for the money elsewhere. Again, this is an indication that you may need to relook at your asking price. Always vet offers once they come in. So before you accept them, if you do receive multiple number of offers, always ask what is their position. Do they have an agreement in principle? Are they in a chain perhaps? Are they a cash buyer, or are they cash from a sale, which is completely different? Opt for the buyer who's most likely to see the deal through to completion over the one that makes the highest bid, but they may never ever be able to complete. Next, I would say if all of that fails, then perhaps look at switching your estate agent. Currently, houses are selling well at Brakey & Co. and because one of the reasons is we're always honest and we'll give you advice whether it's something that you want to hear or not. So if your home hasn't sold within 4 weeks, it's time to have a serious conversation with your estate agent. Ask for their advice. Ask for suggestions on how they think that they can get your house in front of buyers who can potentially make an offer. If you're not happy with the way your agent is performing, then you can switch. Now, the best thing I would do is ask your friends and family for recommendations. There's also loads of tips, tools and tips on the internet, and you can actually have a look to see which estate agent may work better for you. Now, I do know that in a perfect world, home selling process would be very straightforward and it'd be nice and quick. You'd list your home for sale, you'd schedule a viewing, you'd receive loads of offers and sell your home fast above the asking price. Now, unfortunately, selling your house isn't always that simple, and you could end up sitting on the market longer than anticipated. If you are concerned about the amount of time that it's taking to sell your house, why not give our team a call on 01942 238 200 for some no obligation, no pressure to switch to us, just some honest and fair advice. Thanks for listening.